This playthrough is rated T for teen. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another Let's See How Many Coins It Takes. This time we're playing Final Fight, the classic arcade style from 1991 or whatever. The game has many different variations, as well as there's one of them guy. He's mastered the art of ninja to attack some unequal speed and it went too fast. There's Cody, who has severely been morphed since the original game, especially if you play the later Street Fighter games and stuff like that. And there's our favorite mayor wrestler himself, who back in the day was kind of a parody. Now it's become reality in some weird sense. But anyway, let's put in some coins. I always forget which button it is, which is for coins. So we'll start off with two, because I know it's going to take me at least a couple, so we'll start off with 2 quarters right now and start the game. All right, let's see. We got Guy, Cody, and Haggar. Guy is the ninja, called Guy, so okay. Cody, I think Guy is supposed to be the oops. Okay, we chose Guy, so all right. Well, that's fine. If I die, I'll just switch between different characters if I can anyway. So. Yeah, Guy's kind of the more agility-based character, while Cody's kind of the middleman and combination of power and speed. And then we've got Haggar, the mayor himself. He's my favorite character in the game. Most people like Haggar. I'm glad he was actually able to make an appearance in the Marvel vs. Capcom series, because he didn't really make much of an appearance in the Street. At least as far as I know, he's never been in Street Fighter. I know he was also in, there was not as well, oh, I should have saved that for later. The gum could give you help. I'm just, like I said, like with the Ninja Turtles game, I'm going to see how many quarters it takes me to beat this thing. I actually played this a while back on the Sega Genesis. I was thinking I was going to take any damage. I played this on the Sega CD not too long ago. I got pretty far on because it's the console version, you can't put quarters in. I was able to get on almost to the end of the game before game overing, so I was actually kind of surprised. And I put that game on the hardest difficulty. This might be a little bit easier because you'd think the arcade would be harder, but with the arcade you could just for the console version. With the arcade version of the game, you can just you can just keep putting quarters in. It doesn't matter. With the console version, you have to beat it within at least earlier versions of the console. And we'll go and grab that, even though I didn't need it. Wow, I'm like I said, not too long ago, I played this on the Super Hard mode on Sega Genesis or Sega CD, and I'm surprised I'm taking very little damage, because on that version it's super hard. So, all right, that's the first boss of the game. This is the guy who threatened us in the first place and took Haggar's daughter away, or Cody's girlfriend, and I guess in Guy's case, a friend. Which, I mean, you'll find out. Oh, there's the damage I'm talking about. I was like, where's the damage he's supposed to do to me? It's like, oh, right, he's the boss. He's the info. Just gotta be careful. Yeah, this guy will this guy will run away for a second just to summon more dudes. Luckily, they're not too bad. Well, the first level isn't the worst. I can't believe I'm about to, I've actually beaten this guy without losing a life, so I'm actually kind of not impressed with myself right now. I have to be careful because he will like jump attack you while you're distracted with the minions. One way to beat, I noticed one trick you could do in this game is the grab and throw. It's one of the easier ways to keep like bosses and certain enemies like off your. If there's some fire. Oh, there's Roxy. Not quite the famous Poison. She'll appear. She appears in the next level, if I recall. The girl who was originally a lady, but in like countries of the world, you can't beat up on ladies, so they decide, no, it's a guy, and so Poison's. I lost a life. Now Poison's like a. Well, it depends on which version of the world you're playing at. If it's Japan, Poison's a woman. If you're in America, she's trans, if I recall now. I don't know if they've changed that in the official, just like every version of the game. Not that it really matters. It's just, you know, they changed it because people could play. They could, oh, man, I'm off to a good start. And I'm more. I was telling you like all these tricks you can do, like help keep your life down or up. And yeah, there's Poison in the, which is weird how even though Roxy's the first one to appear, you would think maybe Roxy would have become the popular one. Wait, does her little avatar in the top corner? That's not even the same skin color. Huh? Interesting. Oh, good. Some hamburger in the trash can. Best place to find it. Oh, there's the classic Andre the Giant, or say Andre, who's a man. Who's an homage to Andre the Giant from wrestling fame. Although I didn't really watch wrestling when he was around. I watched it later on for a little while. But I more know Andre from Princess Bride. That's a great movie. I haven't watched it. Man, I am. You know, I was saying, oh man, this game's easy. No, maybe that's where the difficulty is, because going on. Man, I've already lost like 3 lives. Like I said, when I played the Sega CD version, which I thought was pretty difficult. I got the maybe the console version is easier, even though I put it on the highest difficulty. Huh. I'm sad about myself that I've already used. I mean, I put it in 2 quarters, but I've already lost like 3 lives already. Or was it 2? Well, 2 lives. Anyway. Although, I mean, well, last time I played, I just played as Haggar, so maybe that's the difference. I think if you played on the, if I remember correctly, if you played on the Super Nintendo version, I think you can't play as Guy. I think because either the limitations of the console or whatever, but you can choose them. You can only play as Cody or Haggar, which, story-wise, it makes more, well, I guess it depends on when we get to the end. It makes more sense that Cody and Haggar are choosing the characters more than Guy. Which is weird how Guy's just like a random ninja that lives in actually, I forgot what Metro City. I almost forgot what the name of the city was. It was like, well, it is a Japanese action game, so why not random ninja, right? I forgot if Guy's actually supposed to be Japanese or if he's just a guy who knows like ninjutsu and stuff, or is a actually I don't even know if Guy actually is a ninja in the American version. I mean, he looks like a ninja. Well, actually, he looks like he's just more. He was about to body charge. Yeah, the enemies. Yeah, this game obviously has arcade hard, where the game will like use certain tricks to try and wheedle out your HP bars. You know, like enemies that like will charge you and stuff like that. Man, get up! Even the tricks I'm telling you that work aren't even working. Oh, and here's the famous like death screen. Oh boy. Okay, let's switch to Cody. Oh yeah, when you rescue him, he's like, oh god, I was about to be blown up by dynamite. What the heck, man? Yeah, that's oh right, I have to input that in my. Sorry if I'm like randomly pushing buttons and not doing anything. It's because I'm actually going to my calculator and adding the totals so I can see how many quarters it gets to beat this game. Yeah, Cody's a bit more middle range. I think the reason Cody's changed so much in just the gaming world and series is because he was kind of like your standard everyday, just boyfriend hero character. Nothing really unique about him. So in the for spoilers, in the quit block. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy was so annoying. He's like one of those characters that'll always block you. And, you know, we got a couple of El Guado or Gato. I don't know. I only learned a bit of Spanish. I was more of a French learner myself. Uh-oh. I should have moved. I kind of knew he was going to slide up. No. That's... Let's get that pineapple. Pineapple, apple pen. I forgot that the knife will actually works as a standard melee weapon if you're close enough to someone. Oh, sorry, he's Andor, not Andre. But it's basically Andre the Giant. That guy was huge too. Like, I forgot the actual, like, 7 feet or something like that. I don't know. So he was really tall. Yeah. Anyway, characters like Axel, they're like the enemy that always blocks. So really the way to get them is to throw them. Yeah, I keep talking about, like, oh, there's all these tricks to fight these guys, yet I'm not utilizing them, or I'm losing all these lives, so... Then again, I'm not an arcade master. I was one of those kids that would end up just spending, like, a ton of money on it. God, those guys were cheap. The flamethrowers, or the guys who... Ah, no! Almost got to the turkey in the trash can, although realistically, that'd probably do more damage than heal. I mean, would you eat a turkey out of the trash can, viewers? I don't think so. Oh, good, and I didn't even need it. I should have grabbed it because it still healed me. And random arena. Against, Sodom? I thought his name was supposed to be Yoshimitsu or something like that. Oh yeah, this guy can be cheap too. He'll charge you, so you have to be careful. He usually charges you so he can get rid of the swords you have in your inventory if you... Yeah, see, sometimes you can't, yeah, you have to be... Oh, dang it. Like most bosses, you wanna grab him. If you can do it. At least in this game. That's the most effective way to... Yeah, see, he's kind of cheap sometimes. Ah! Nuts, I didn't go at the right angle, so he got me. Oh well. Alright, let's go with the main man himself, Haggar. Or Haggar, whatever. Bear Hugger. I've actually been using it more quarters than I realized. That's not a good sign for my record. So that's already $1 spent. Well, depending on the famous car brake scene. Now you're gonna love the end of this if I can get it right. I should be able to. Usually you can tell when you're not supposed to punch anymore because there'll be like a clanging noise. Clang, clang, clang goes the trolley. Bang, bang, bang with the bells or whatever. But yeah, that's when you're supposed to stop. That way you can... There we go. Yep. Hey, random car destroyed. I don't know why we did it. We're the mayor, but we decided to destroy someone's car for some reason. Probably some gang member or something like that. It's fine. And just walk off with our head held high.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Except he says, oh my god. But it almost sounds like he says, oh my car. Alright, anyway, into West Side. West Side E. Alright, started off strong with a metal pipe. Excellent. You always gotta start off with a metal pipe. If I do say so myself. Oh, there's another Andor. Oh, I thought they were supposed to change color change name when they get different colors. Maybe that's a different version. Oh, the famous pile driver. Excellent. Yeah, this one's a good way to clear out enemies. Is if you can. Oh, man, get surrounded. Oh man, no, get off me. Yeah, too bad that attack uses HP. Oh well. Oh, man. Oh, sheesh. I'm just because like I said, I played this the other day on a console that was like I thought was harder. So the fact that I'm like ending up having to use like all these like quarters are dying so much is kind of impressive. Maybe the arcade version is harder. Anyway, yeah. This is the type of mayor you want, right, folks? The one who will just go up into your place of business, destroy everything, beat all your customers up just because he thinks you're up to no good, which in this case they are. They work for the Mad Gear game, which I don't know what type of name is Mad Gear, but Metal Gear? No. Oh. Elgato is trying to... It's almost or I guess Elgato or something like that, because if it was Elgato, it'd be a cat. That would mean he's called the cat. In Spanish, anyway. I know some Spanish. No habla inglés, or no habla español. Ah. Random Wong Hu. Yeah, that's his name. Oh, these guys will just eat up your HP if you're not careful, yeah. If you get hit by the... Although, I think they give a decent amount of points, which, if you hit a certain amount of points, you get to collect. Most of Haggar's moves are like wrestling moves, you know. I don't know about jump kick. I was hoping to get like one of them so I could pile drive them because that does more damage to them. Okay, so purple version is Ondor, and the red version is Ondor Jr., which he also would come back in Street Fighter later on. Usually he's paired with or is it Ondor or is it? No, I think it's a different character. There's a big guy that joins Poison Ivy in the later Street Fighter games. I could swear maybe that's Ondor, but he's slightly swole. I think that is Ondor. All right, Haggar, trying to get those votes. What the? How are we not stopping him? All right, well we got grabbed and we got thrown into arena. What the? G Andor and F. I don't know what that means. Green, but that's come on, man. There we go. I guess I should stop trying to pick him up. At least the game drops some weapons down there for it to be a smack on. Actually, Haggar isn't that much smaller than Andor, not really. And Haggar's pretty buff. So. I think if I remember correctly, in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, one of his special attack was punch you a bunch of times and I think beating you with a lead pipe. So yeah, most of the special attacks involved like items and ideas from the game. So. I thought the AI was supposed to like charge at you after a certain point, like to prevent that type of mentality of happening gameplay style. But oh well. Anyway, back up. Yeah, it's almost like that was just an inconvenience to Haggar. It's like, so I was put in a death battle arena? Oh, I'm fine. Yeah. Here's Haggar. I might have to show off what happens when you lose, or I think I'll do that after the game's over. I'll purposely die just to show you what happens. Although most people in my like age group should know what happens when you Is that all Roxy, your poison does? She just jump kicks you? Or she just raises her leg in a sexy man? Anyway. No, she does other things. I think her and Poison Roxy are the only female characters in the game that you fight. Everyone else is I don't want to move too far off screen just in case I get hurt head. Okay, I'll grab the steak. Steak sandwich. Really, unfortunately, there's really not much more I can do in terms of like different button combinations and stuff like that. It's one of those early games where you know that's pretty much it. But the game itself isn't that bit long. Well, it's like police officers. They spit out his gun to fight us. You can actually pick up the gun and police brutality. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can actually pick up the gun to get your health back. Well, some health back. I don't know how much health. I don't think it's. Yeah, it's not all your health. Yeah, I was gonna do the whole pickup. Oh yeah, and Eddie here has a interesting boss battle mechanic. Well, I don't know if I say mechanic. He does something interesting after a certain. Man, holy cows! Yeah, see, talk about like arcade cheat, man. He's already like taking off my life. That's all. Although I am playing this a bit button mashy, I'll admit. I'm not playing this. Man, already lost guy. All right. Oh, I haven't been doing this like the last couple of times, so I think I put it too first. I'll have to, yeah, see, he actually uses the gun. If you're too far off screen, he'll, or if his life's about to go out, he'll start using his gun on you. And yeah, usually the way to beat him is to, well, one, get in close, and two, try to grab him, or throw people into him. There we go. Yeah, I think that's. I might have to go over the footage again to see how many times I die because I actually accidentally stopped counting because I was kind of wrapped up into the moment. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about this stage. One of the few times where you have to be like, I don't know if I'd say platforming is the word I'd use, but you have to like, you know, avoid the fires and stuff like that. This game's a battling game, not platforming. That's the problem with Double Dragon. Especially the second one. I mean, I like those games, but yeah, did you ever? For those who ever played, oh yeah, this area is interesting because yeah, there's spirals split up in different spots. You have to be careful. Luckily, it's not immediate. You do get a second to the, and it does hurt the enemies, so it's not. It's not the worst. If it didn't hurt the enemies, then it would probably be kind of BS, but, oh, well, ain't that. That's... Sorry, Cody, you just couldn't handle the flames, could you? Fires and flames, you go. Like I said, at least the fire hurts the enemies. You just have to be jumpy and quick about it. Alright, grab that steak. Just in case for those of you, for those who've been in the fire. I don't think those barrels are supposed to have anything in them, but I don't know. I don't know every single little thing about this title, so. I'm more familiar with the console version. That's the one I had when I was growing up. I mean, obviously, every once in a while I'd go to the arcade and play. But, you know, obviously, for those who didn't have a ton of money, you know, because when I was growing up, I had to live off food stamps. So we couldn't really afford luxuries like the arcade very often. I was even surprised we even got a console at one point. I think we got it for cheap, like used or something like that, if I recall. I think that's why we were able to afford it at the time. Like I said, we had to kind of pick and choose what we did with our dough. Yeah, thanks, Reaganomics. Anyway. Get over there. Yeah, quit blocking it, namby-pamby. The Sega CD one's actually kind of interesting to play, mainly because it has voice acting in it. Like, well, this one did too, but all it has is the wahoo, wahoo, or whatever. In the Sega CD version, well, there might be other versions, maybe like the Wonder Swan version or something like that too. They actually have voice actors for Haggar and Dio or whatever. Yeah, that one could have been a dangerous. That one could have been dangerous if we had taken out some of the fire dudes. There we go. Suplexing your way to victory. Heck yeah. Alright, where are we going? Up the ladder? Well, actually, I know where we're going and what we're doing, but... Alright. I don't know why we're going to the top of this tower thingy, but hey. Why not? Uh-oh. More of the same enemies. Yeah, well... I said the game's shorted up. Whoa! What the? Who's dropping grenades all over the place? Friendly fire indeed. Who's doing that? Is that crazy guy? And hopefully he doesn't come. Hopefully we don't have to fight him later, or he doesn't make a reappearance in other game franchises. Actually, a lot of characters in this game end up coming back in later other franchises, but yet they've really kind of stopped making games stopped making Final Fight games. I think the last Final Fight game they made was like for the PS2, and they tried to make it like a real gritty version. You know how I think it might have been done by an American company. I'm not sure. Oh, there's stop it, get off me! Oh man. Oh yeah, these guys are a little cheap. Oh man. All right, guy. Let's see how you handle this. What the? Was that the shadow technique? What the? You look like just a guy from like the military. What are you doing, like causing shadow forms to appear? Yeah, Rolante makes an appearance in Street Fighter. I think he also made an appearance in like Tekken, didn't he, as well, or something like that? Even though those are different franchises. Oh, whoa! Holy crap! If he throws you, he does even more damage. Although I don't remember having to throw Rolante very much. I think for him you have to actually like punch him and everything. Oh yeah, here's his like what's that called when you're about to kill a boss and then go into pissy boss mode, yeah. He starts throwing grenades all over the place. The way to beat him is you're either supposed to hit him or grab him. One that, at least his grenades don't do that much damage. I swear maybe it's later on. Because you can eventually like start hitting him. You just have to wait and kind of go through this mode first before you do that. He will. What the? I think the game glitched there for a second. Although it could be the arcade. I think you're supposed to grab him, but I can't seem to grab him. Well, I punched him a bit. Yeah, this part's kind of difficult to hit him with. You have to kind of get him in between. Yeah. Yeah, this part of the boss fight's kind of annoying. Like I said, if you don't hit him, he keeps doing that until you get him. So it's like, there we go, got him. Just have to kind of get him in between his Shadow Rush mode or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and of course the time I could hit him, I'm out of range. There we go. One more go. Got him. Or Rolento. I thought his name was like yeah, whatever. I thought his name was Rolento, not Rolento. Yeah, only 2 more areas of the game. Yeah, this game's not that long. Okay, I might be able to get the break the glass. We'll see what happens. I've beaten this before, but I have to be careful. The difficult thing about this is, well, other than this is that there's some parts of the glass where there's supposed to be some of the glass that like flips and hits you, but I guess not in this case. Maybe that's only in certain versions or something like that. Oh well. Anyway, on to Bay Area. So how many quarters I think I've spent. It's actually not bad. $2. Maybe we'll beat this under 5, unlike the TMNT game. Although that started to get cheap near the end too. This game is no different. It does start cheaping out with like I shouldn't have done that. It's just a habit to like want to button press everything to get out of a grip or a hold or whatever, or in a combo. You know, you've ever done that in a video game before where you're just like button mash, get out of this. Yeah, so. Of course, I'm not doing my trick that I'm supposed to be doing, which is grabbing enemies and throwing them into each other. Same in mine. Yeah, I keep forgetting my own tactics. And that's what happens when you get wrapped into it. You start forgetting certain things. Oh, nice. And of course, you want to not go into full combo mode if you can help it, because then you're kind of, easy prey for enemies. All right, back to you, Cody. Yeah, I think Cody has just a pretty strict, kind of standard, street fighting style, or actually kind of like a boxer. Although at the beginning of the game, he did he and the guy were at the gym. Apparently, maybe he is a boxer. I don't know. But then again, we lost him. Dang it. In later versions of the series, or later versions of the games where he appears up in, he becomes a prisoner. I forgot the story of why he goes to prison. I know it's because he didn't actually commit the crime, but for whatever reason, he, I think in the Street Fighter story, I think it was like 4 or 5 or whatever, where, he escapes only to, fight in the world tournament just to, find out about something, but then as soon as the tournament's over, he goes back into his cell, and it becomes pretty, grimdark. After that, it's kind of interesting how they turn this just kind of everyday, hero character from an arcade game, and they turn him into, a weird prisoner. Even his fighting style has him, fighting with his, handcuffs on, or his, cuffs, or whatever, prison cuffs or whatever on. I'm trying to remember. Guy has appeared in the franchise as well. I think he appeared around the same time as Cody did. Okay, well, unfortunately, they're just giving me the food and I can't keep it on screen, so, oh well. Or maybe we'll keep the chicken on screen. Fried chicken. I don't want to move too far over. Yeah! Nuts. And of course, I jumped the wrong way. Might as well use all my, jump kick ability around here. Just, because it's a complete heal. Yeah, do that body flip, man. Okay, this might be one of those game cases where it's a do as I say, not as I do. Ah, that's cheap. Yeah, no, unfortunately no pre-hit invincibility in most arcade games, because, you know, usually the arcade that was in could usually handle the sprites, and so there's almost no slowdown in these games. There might have been a few in some poorly designed arcade cabinets, but for the most part, you didn't get that type of sprite flicker. Not usually. In the console version, I think you do, but well, I mean, you get sprite flicker if the character's dying to represent that they're dying or getting knocked out or whatever. But flipping around, ladies. Oh, multiple poison ivies and rock seeds. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Did she just try to slap me? I think she tried to slap me, folks. I think in the second game, you get to play as a, I think there's a female character in that one, but I don't remember her too much. She's not as memorable as Haggar. Really. Actually, Haggar is pretty much the most memorable character from this franchise. Because, well, he was the wrestling mayor, you know? You almost never heard of stuff like that, you know, back in the day. But now it's like, it's almost a joke that how true that can be, you know? I'm not saying wrestlers can't be politicians, it's just, you know, usually have a stigma surrounding you, and, you know, and all that. And of course, there's like if you're punching on Roxy, you can see like her shirt almost comes off. You know, what? Only one use? Come on, man. Whatever. I was about to get this katana and then one punch. You know, gone forever. No, the dirty bathrooms in random public places. New York actually used to be like this back in the kind of 80s, early 90s before they cleaned it up. So this actually, I don't know if this game is supposed to be designed about looking like New York, but I think it is. Most games and places that dealt in America usually took New York as a frame of reference. Or Detroit, one of the two, although Detroit hasn't changed too much. Ooh. We'll go with the 10 on it's not too bad. We have a few bad spots, but overall, not the worst. At least not that I'm aware of, anyway. I mean, obviously every town has its spots that don't look as good as others just because of either, you know, people don't live there as well, or businesses that they're not, or whatever. Grab that chicken. Grab that sushi on the ground. Even back then, sushi was popular. I don't get it. I'm not a sushi man myself. I don't care for most. Actually, I'm kind of picky here. I don't mind it blocking just because it's like, well, I'm punching everyone else who's walking into range while Axel and Slash. Axel and Slash? When did Guns N' Roses get here? Actually, if you want some funny naming, you should play, was it Mega Man X5? Now that's an interesting, no, that was some interesting names in that game. But I think that's because the translators, at the time, the American translator for the game, her boyfriend or husband or whatever was a big fan of certain music groups. So, no! I was hoping the throw mechanic would take too long, and yeah, another cheap shot game. No! I'm actually, when I played this on the console version, I got pretty good about avoiding that, but nope. Not recorded on screen, folks, of course not. No, the curse, right? You know, you can never actually get it recorded. Like, even though you say you can do it, so I guess I don't have any pictures to show. Usually they throw in a line, but it kind of looked like they were aiming for me specifically. And more roast chicken. Can we keep it on screen? No, of course not. Hey dog, no barking? Oh, we can leave that chicken on screen now. Man. Cheap shots. Alright, okay, I got that chicken. Let me get the knives. Oh, his name's Hollywood. Okay. I forgot that's the guy's name. Ah, man. Oh, these guys are cheap. I tried to button mash to get like my ability going, but no, they cheap shot me, baby. Yeah, this is kind of a mini boss area right here with all the Hollywoods and Elgatos. Or Gatos, whatever. I think it's Gato just because of the placing in the hands. Man! Oh my god! Haggar, no! Oh yeah, I gotta plus one in. I also gotta be careful before the time runs out. Don't wanna, I mean, I don't mind playing this game, it's just because of how long it actually is, but still. Past those like cheap, you know, knife throwers. Go join the circus, man. Yeah, I wasn't using any of my tactics or tricks on him, unfortunately, because you know, just got caught in a bad way. You know, I guess I'm not gonna be able to keep these on to the next screen. So, of course, this is a million enemies popping up. What's that in the background? Is that the sun? The daylight has almost come. If only we could survive the night. Oh wait, these guys aren't vampires. Never mind, that's a different game. Actually, I think there is a arcade fighting game that has to deal with vampires, if I recall. I don't think I ever got that in my local arcade. Because there were some arcade cabinets that never came to like certain parts of the America. You know, usually you had to live on the coast or in a big major city to get access to certain arcade cabinets, or obviously go to Japan or something like that. Because at least during the time when these were around, like the 90s or whatever, arcades in Japan were really popular. In America, they were popular for a while until consoles became almost looks like the Statue of Liberty is taking a leak on the sun or something like that. Oh, we got Abigail. I think. Oh, right. He's that can be dangerous. Yeah. See, when he powers up, he does like a ton of damage on like one punch. Man, you gotta be careful with this guy. He's definitely cheap. Yeah, to survive him, you have to do the whole throw trick. Ah! Got too close. There we go. I need to start getting to throw him, so I start doing some damage. Ow! Nuts! Yeah, see, you can tell the game's getting more difficult on me as I'm having to like continue like every other turn. Well, if I was better, that wouldn't be the case, but I'm trying to remember when you play the console. I think you can turn it up to obviously change difficulty because you're not supposed to like try to punch him because he has a longer range than you do. So you need to like do the whole, you know, get him from the side and get some extra damage and that type of stuff. Man, oh man. Like I said, I say don't punch him from afar, and yet here I am punching him from afar. That's because there's other dudes there, man. Gotta punch them. Bill Bull, not Ball Bull or anything. Someone playing some Punch Out or something. Oh no! Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and the problem with the Abigail boss fight is he keeps summoning dudes, so you have to kind of focus on him for the most part if you can. Otherwise, they just keep spawning. Whoops. I was hoping not to. See, like you have to go in from like a certain angle, otherwise, yeah, Abigail will keep. Man, you are cheap, cheap, like you know Mario. Oh no, stop it! Stop it, Abigail, stop it! No, bad Abigail. There's Bay Area. And final area of the game, Uptown. Uptown, yo. Although I'm trying to remember, I think the previous level we were in was actually more cheap than the final level, if I recall. Because I remember dying more when I played the arcade. I remember dying more in the previous area than the final area. I mean, I still died. But you know what I mean? Oh, we're almost out of life already. Yeesh. Oh yeah, you can't hold characters for so long, otherwise you'll just auto drop them. These guys has it or not. Thanks for kicking away the barrels. I appreciate that. Oh no! I might end up sticking with Haggar for the rest of the game, but nah, I wouldn't. Doing more calculations. Oh no! Oh! Yeah, I think you get points if you end up beating barrels like tools and stuff like that. It's like whose line is it anyway? The points don't matter. Well, I guess they kind of did back in the day. They were you did get I was about to say when's the chandelier gonna fall? Actually, back in the arcade day, you did possibly could get more lives if you earned a bunch of points. So it's not completely worthless. The only problem with like that is that in the arcade, really the way to get more score was to like put in quarters, because there were some games that would give you a score bump if you put in quarters. It actually improved your score, or having to replay the same section over and over and over again would also improve your score. That's how. And of course, if you're playing a game like Pac-Man or whatever, which is the whole point, is to get the highest score, because there really is no beating those. Because early arcade was never about like winning a game or objective or getting to the end. It was to just keep getting a score up and up. You know, it's unfortunately I don't think I could do that for very long. I'd get bored. I'm not one of those people that really wants to go, oh man, I got this high score. I'm super cool, man. I'm one of those people that like getting to like seeing an end or conclusion. But yeah, we're going to the top of the building to beat the main bad guy. Of course, he's sitting up his tower. You know, some evil boss in the Mad Gear game, who you think when you first start the game, you think it's the guy you beat at the very beginning of the game. I assume if there was more of a story mode to this, you would say something like, "Oh, I'm not the actual leader" or something. But no, the game just assumes you keep going that he's not the leader and you just keep playing. Keep punching, guy. Keep doing. Blah, 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 blah. Ba 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 ba. I don't know, it's just something silly, but it's punch animation there. Okay, let's do the serious about a game where we have jump kicking ladies of the evening. Actually, they're probably, you know what? I guess they're just gang members. Just the type of gang member. Yeah, see how their shirt almost comes off while you're punching them. Although that's the American version. I don't know if I'm only playing the American version of the cabinet. I don't know what the Japanese version of the cabinet is like, if it's any different. I know there are differences, it's just, I don't know all the differences. I'm not like a historian or anything like that. But there usually is. Although usually in the early days of the consoles, usually they took out cultural significances. Like, if the game was like super Japanese, they would like remove those and change it to something that was more Americanized, so that way people playing the game wouldn't go, huh? What the heck is this? You know, that type of thing. Oh, really? He jumped on me while I got off the ground. Thanks, game with no immunity animation or sprite. I'm surprised I punched him while he's charging me. Usually you can't catch that. Usually you can't get it just right. So I don't know why I did that. What's with that noise? Yeah. Sound like that. Oh, I think any voice acting in this is the Japanese voice acting, because back in the day, most companies didn't like. All they did was obviously they translated to the text, but they didn't actually. They didn't actually translate the voicing or anything like that, because there was no point really. Oh yeah, you can't actually destroy the bottles if you do it right. Yeah, this area is excellent slash. Oh man. Yeah, like I said, at least the road hazards actually. Oh god, no! Too much fire. Oh man. I was trying to. No! Dang it. Pipe. The pipe has been missed. No pipe for Cody. All right, inside the penthouse we go. All right, final area of the game, or final section. There's technically one more. Really. Very plus one. All right, back to Haggar. I don't know why there's just something funny about body slamming like one of these ladies. I don't know why. Just because their frame is so frail that you just body slam them. Now, if they were like built like a wrestler, I wouldn't feel so bad, because you know they were built for that kind of punishment. But yeah, those ladies are definitely not designed to be pile drived upon. like, whoa! Probably broke, snapped them in half like a twig, you know. And it wasn't that, yeah, what was the name of the villain from Rocky 4? He will break you. Oh, what was his name now? Crap. I haven't watched that movie in forever. Although I haven't been, I'm only more familiar with the first movie. Really, dang you fat guys. Or was it, what's that like when you're fit but you still look a little overweight but you're muscular, but for some reason can't get rid of that stomach fat? I don't know. There are people like that who, because fat is harder to get rid of than muscle. You know, especially for certain body types. No. Nope. Oh, I was swinging the sword. Duncan. Or whatever. Oh. I was trying to jump kick, but okay, that'll work. Oh, no. Body slam you! Or pile drive you! Oh, man. Yeah, you never want to get in between two Andors. Maybe it's in later versions where they called him Andre instead of Andor, because I could have swore his name was Andre. Yeah, I bet they changed it for the console versions. Let's just run away from Andor. Are you coming out there? No? Good? Alright, good. Nope. I'm falling for that. Nope. Nope. I do. Oh! I was hoping to jump over that. Back to guy. Flip. Well, I didn't mean, I can say I didn't mean to do a lot of things. Or oops, I did again. You want to try to get all the characters on the one side so you can kind of, so they can't jump up on you, but I haven't really been following my own suggestions the whole game, so what do I know? Uh-oh, yeah, these guys are like one of the last enemies on the floor, if I recall. Ow! Don't shiv me, bro. Yeah, luckily if you're good, you can kind of shift your combo. Just wanted to grab that emerald. Just cause. Alright, one more, I was about to say, one more section before we go up to the final four of the don't take me on poison. I've got an antidote for you. The only antidote is cowbell. Cody, man. Ah, man. I'm kind of hoping I'll be Haggar for the final bit. Stay in my interlocking combos of death. All right, final penthouse floor. Time to finally meet up with the leader of the Mad Gear Gang himself. Who is it? Let's find out. As we go all Kill Bill or Pulp Fiction on everyone. You know, your choice of a Tarantino film. Actually, I'm not sure what my favorite Tarantino film is. It's a tough one. There's a lot of good ones, but I'm not like a super movie connoisseur, so maybe my choice isn't quite as heavy as others. I'm really trying to think of. I don't know. Because Pulp Fiction's good, but I don't know if that's really my favorite. I mean, Kill Bill was pretty good too. I have to look over his filmography and see which ones kind of appeal to me. But on the spot, I can't really say. Actually, when I played the console version, I died like right before this level. And that was, I think that was 7 lives and 3 continues, I think, or was it 5 lives? Something like that. Oh no, it wasn't. No, actually, I don't think I could. Maybe it's 5 lives. Something like that. Ugh. There you go, getting sloppy. That happens to me in a lot of games. I start getting sloppy by the end. Like at some games I'll do like pretty good, and then at some point I'll just like stop doing tactics and start button mashing. I think that happened in the TMNT game too. When I played that, I started getting a little slapdashery. Almost there. No. Oh, almost didn't grab that. Or barbecue. I haven't actually been reading it. I assumed it was chicken for some reason. Well, there is chicken there. It's just what the Belger? A guy in a wheelchair shooting crossbows at me? What the heck, man? This is silly. But he's got my daughter. Oh, good. Get out of there. No, Jessica, run. Unless you can handle a gun or fight, which I assume you can. So. Oh, God. How are you reloading that? You know how long it takes to reload a crossbow? Well, I'm gonna body snipe. Oh, ow. Oh God. His auto crossbow of doom apparently. He can do amazing things with this thing. He can jump attack. He can. Oh. I think I might stick with Haggar for the final bit just because I like Haggar more. Yep. And Jessica just sits there. Luckily they're not using her as a hostage anymore because we body slammed Belger out of the chair. Belger actually does make a reappearance in like a later game as like a certain fighting game as a zombie, which is kind of funny for some reason. Oh, yeah, you can kind of attack the crossbows, but oh man, almost there. He's precariously close to that window. Yay! We did it. Within 20 quarters? So that's... Oh, is that $5? Wow, I did it again. Oh, Father, I was so scared. I'm so glad to see they didn't hurt you. I'm so sorry, Jessica. That's the problem with being wrestling a politician. I thought I'd lost you like I lost your mother. But the same way, I'll never let anything bad happen to you again. Aww. I think the ending of I love you, Father. I think the ending is slightly different depending on who you're playing as, I think, but I could be wrong. There's Guy and Cody walking off. They're like, okay, we'll let Haggar and Jessica have their, father and daughter time. So yeah, that's the end of Final Fight. I think it's still a great classic beat 'em up. Yeah, it's pretty short. Well, I think on the no, actually, the console version was about the same length, so I don't know. It just seemed longer on the console for some reason. But no, you could beat in like less than an hour, and it took me $5 worth of quarters to beat. So I seem to be running a trend on these games. That takes me about $5 to beat. At least these beat 'em up games, anyway. Cody, no guy. What are you doing, Guy? Why'd you beat the crap out of him? Okay, that was weird. Going? How can you just walk away now? What do you mean? He was giving you father's daughter time. I want to stay here with you, Jessica, but I can't. Not while evil still evil? I mean, I guess the gang members are evil, I guess. Not while evil still stalks the streets. Oh, Cody. The end. And the reason Guy beats him up is because Guy I'm not sure which version of the game it is, or when you figure it out. But Guy was actually in love with Jessica is his friend or his friend, but he also secretly cared about her too. Maybe even loved her, but and obviously, but he knew that the Guy and Cody and Jessica were a better group were better together. So he obviously did what was best for them. Although then in the Street Fighter series, where Cody goes to jail. Guy's whole thing is about trying to get Cody to go back to Jessica, and he's like, I can't do that because blah blah blah. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna purposely lose, so just to show you the death screen. So let's get Let's beat up some barrels and get beat up really quick. This might take a while. I might try to see if I can just get to the boss. That might be faster actually. Because yeah, the enemies don't do as much damage here, but the villain, the boss usually does a lot more damage. So yeah, I still like Final Fight. I mean, it's a quick play, you know, like no matter which console or which version you get. Obviously, the arcade and maybe even the second CD versions are technically better better called. Why am I grabbing the healing stuff? Okay, I'm not habit, man. It's all about habit. All right. I'm just gonna purposely be sloppy about this. I'm still gonna beat him because, like I said, it's faster if you go to the get to the boss instead. I think the music's great, although there are a couple of areas where the music seemed a little forgettable, which is weird. I could have sworn most of the music was pretty memorable, but obviously there's not much of the characters except for Haggar, which obviously he became a video game staple. Well, he's became a video game favorite for quite a while. He even made appearances in a couple of wrestling titles that Capcom did. I forgot, it was like Fireside Wrestling or something like that. He was one of the guest characters in it. That was, if I remember correctly, that was a pretty good wrestling game. That wasn't like WWE or WWF, or it wasn't American wrestling anyway, or it wasn't some weird like Japanese anime show wrestling like Muscle Mask or whatever that show was called. Was it Magic Muscle Magic or something like that? I don't know. In the 90s, it would be run on like TV. Oh, there we go. We're about to die. Oh God! Oh, let me up. There we go. Now we'll just wait for the dynamite to go. Man, what a way to go. Like, shouldn't they just, like, you know, slit his throat and throw him in the river or something like that? Nope, it's got to be dynamite. All right. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's not much else to it, unfortunately. Oh. Well, you can't get Vauldemare, so oh well. All right, that's it. Game over. So yeah, Final Fight. Great little, quick game. You know. Unfortunately, I mean, obviously, you have to, if you pick this up, you have to pick it up from like collections, or I think like the Switch. I think has like you can buy this game or something. I think. But anyway, it's still a classic arcade game. Took me about $5 to beat. Sounds about right. And well, I guess we'll leave it off there. As the phone call of Haggar getting his daughter getting kidnapped again and again over the course of his whole lifetime. So anyway, we'll leave it off there. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. I'll see you next time at the arcade.